We are at your disposal. This is, for the record, this is Steel Heart's Rusted Soul, Season 1, and the title is...
The Other Side of the Game. Okay, so where we pick up tonight, we already know kind of what's going on in Gary from the vampire side of things, but tonight we're going to take a look at the human experience. Where we meet our group, they are in the hangar of the local airport, having just arrived from out of town on their last mission. And in front of you stands this man. Hold on, I will grab him. He is a very tall man, about 6'5", fairly broadly built, and very stern in the eyes. His name is Commander Ross, and you have known him off and on through about maybe the past 3 years. Some of you more than others because you have spent longer in SASH than some of the newer people. But as you come to meeting, he is pacing back and forth as he normally does, with his hands at parade rest behind his back, waiting for you all to gather. So as we gather, I would like for you guys to go through. We're just going to go through in the order that it stands in the room, and you tell everybody what you look like and who you are playing for the evening, and then we'll come back to myself so that I can set the scene for you guys. Looking at you, Deacon.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know we were doing this in any kind of order. Deacon is tall, white gentleman, definitely one of the older members of the group assembled. A mental picture would be he looks like out of central casting for any show named SWAT or Navy SEALs or anything like any kind of military-based movie done in the modern time. His equipment looks like it was directly issued from the U.S. military, but painted in the Theus colors. So he's wearing black body armor. He's not wearing a helmet conspicuously. Like many trained soldiers, they've always found that helmets are constricting the hearing. But he does wear a armor collar around his neck. He is wearing full tack armor with shock plates. On one hip is a 45 automatic. On another is a pump shotgun, sawed short and with a grip handle. And his primary weapon is a standard AR-15 with flashlight, laser pointer. He looks like he looks just like every army guy you've seen, every NCO corporal you've seen in a movie about Afghanistan. And it's all rigged out perfectly square, perfectly straight. Any sergeant in the army would definitely not dip him for anything being missing. Even his boots are polished. And it looks like it would take a small chisel and a large hammer to find a smile on this guy.
All right, that's Deacon, and we're moving on to Derek.
So Derek's probably, he looks like he's like has probably he's tall-ish. He's a 6. He's 6'2", so yeah, he's tall and lean. He's probably right now super focused in on his phone, just tapping away at doing something probably productive. People who didn't know him would think he has no awareness of his surroundings, but he does. He knows what's going on all around him, for the most part, and whatnot. He's highly intelligent, and he was recruited at the age of 18 by SASH, and has never looked back since.
Alright, that's our baby of the group, and now we're moving to Elena.
Yes, that was Derek. He is quite the pretty boy, isn't he? Now, everybody hasn't been as lucky as that. Elena stands roughly 5'6". She is always dressed from neck to wrist, long sleeves, long pants. There is barely ever an ounce of skin showing because she's lived a very traumatic life. There are scars from previous wars, both urban during her time as part of the New Jersey Police Department to her short stint in the actual army. She has survived more close calls with death than she cares to mention, which led to her addiction and to her joining thigs. She is a believer in humanity, and it shows in her eyes. She goes out of her way to be as unpolished as possible. She believes it makes her more personable. And that should be just about it.
Alright, that's Elena, and I'll throw her picture up in a second. Oh, there we go. You're on top of it. And we got Gail next.
Gail is the next shortest of the group. Kind of like an overgrown leprechaun. The fiery head of red hair. He was from a long line of police officers. Had a bit of a streak of violence. He sees himself as above these criminals. That they're just scum to be beaten up, thrown in the back of the paddy wagon. But it turns out that's not too acceptable, and with modern abilities, with body cams and handheld phones, and too much money spent by the force to get him out of trouble. He was kicked out, but his tendency for violence attracted him to SAS. Well, more like they came to him. He wears tactical armor, doesn't bother with any sort of gloves or helmet either. He knows if dealing with the kind of monsters he deals with now, they rip his head clean off. Behind his main weapon is a 12 automatic shotgun. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that is our lovely Irishman Gail, and now we've got last, but certainly not least, Amber.
Okay, so Amber is she is she's a 5'5", with a weird. She is a weirdly muscular built, but not too bulky. And she is also another member of one of the oldest members of the group. Through her time in it, she's never had shown much surprise when it came to actually dealing with these creatures that they fight on a constant basis. And while she doesn't have the she doesn't have the rigorous military training and of if I remember Deccan. She is just as ruthless in her mission.
Okay, well, yeah, that's everybody, and very good. That is very much Amber. So, where we are now, like I said, is you're standing in front of Commander Ross as he paces, and then finally noticing that you have all arrived. He pauses and does a very smart heel turn, staring at you all. So, I know you all wonder why you're here. Well, we know why you're here, to kill the beings that claim that they're better than us. We're not going to let that happen. So, what happened recently is we had some tips that there was a nest running out of this place they like to call the depot. The local boys sat back and let them run things. And then we went in to clean up, finding that there were quite a few blank bodies taken down. They were keeping humans as pets and chattel, and we can't have that. So, I needed you, which are the brightest and best, third in kills, second in intelligence and closing cases, to come here to Gary so we can get a head start on this and shut these motherfuckers down. You know what I mean. Kill them all, pretty much. Tonight, we're just gonna go out on a standard patrol. I don't expect too much of anything. The local boys have their stop points and sheriffs, and we're out in force, so they shouldn't be able to get away with too much anything. You never know. Definitely should have a little bit of fun, though. It's a little podunk-ass town. Nobody cares about this place, really. So, yeah, we're just trying to keep the element from spreading, basically. Mount up. And he turns and heads towards your tactical vehicle and pats it on top. You see another just like it, also with soldiers that you're maybe partially familiar with, somebody that you've worked for before, but you can't quite place the names. Getting in, one driver as always, and then Derek will be on tech and listening to transmissions and tracking. Amber will probably be doing her thing as liaison with local officers. Deacon, the wrecking man, will do his best once we get out and start shooting things. Elena, right there beside him. Gail, I'm just gonna turn you loose, man. Everybody in, let's go.
This seems a little straightforward for all of us, don't you think?
Sometimes we get lucky and it's just a bug hunt.
Yeah. Let's hope that we're just dealing with some bugs.
That would be nice. Although, something sketchy about it, don't you think?
A little.
Well,
But we have orders. And we have a
I
target.
don't ask questions.
So take them
I
down.
got told where to go, and I'm sending you guys where we gotta go. I don't ask questions. It comes from the higher ups. I'm just a grunt, maybe a more well-paid grunt than you guys, but I am a grunt just like you.
well, they just kicked the hive, so we're gonna see a lot of cockroaches running for cover. So it's gonna be an eyes open, hunt them down one at a time kind of gig. Deacon heads towards the driver's side and waits for somebody to tell him they want to do it, and gives him a 3 count, and then gets in the driver's seat, stowing his AR right next to the shifter.
Not driver.
You guys said I couldn't drive since last time. Gale puts his shotgun over his shoulder, holding it by the grip. I'm gonna head in.
Ross jumps in the shotgun because he will be navigating. And there is a tactical station for Dobson in the back that's all computered up. And, of course, extra seats for the other two.
Let's slide in.
So, is there any blueprints of this place? Or are we going in blind?
We're not going to a specific place. We're just going to do a standard patrol of the area first. If anything pops off, we'll be ready for it.
So do you just want to circle out from the depot, head kind of circle south, see what pops up?
You got it.
Okay.
Let's kill some fucking licks.
Deacon fires up the GPS, locates the neighborhood that the depot was in, and he's going to come in from the north on I-12 and then get into the neighborhood and start sweeping south through Etna.
I have a question real quick. What kind of toys does Dobson have?
Well, picture a lot of what Marcus would have, and then transfer that, but more tactically made. So, trackers, internet, Wi-Fi that's like way beyond normal, satellite access, that sort of thing.
Guns?
No guns.
Of course he has guns.
I said drones.
Oh, drones, yeah. You would have a couple of
drones. Sorry, I like drones.
No drones for you.
Why?
Deacon having dealt with
everyone believe it's a UFO.
Deacon having dealt with tech heads before on these kind of missions, bumps open the window leading to the back compartment and says, "Yo, Specs, just keep the drones out from in front of the car or I'm running them over."
Why would I have a drone in front of a car? That doesn't make sense.
It wouldn't be the first time. So I'm just going to sweep. I'm going to sweep the car starting at Idaho Street in up and down patterns. Down Idaho, up Oklahoma, down Arizona, up Benton, down Cass, and then hit Clay Street. And then that'll be a decision point.
Standard tracking pattern, and everybody's kind of getting comfortable and getting to know each other in the back.
I'll be looking at the sat map, seeing if there's any gunfire or whatnot. If it's that precise.
So you would get up-to-date news, like through over the cop channels and all the local law enforcement, anything that happens with them, you are automatically going to know.
Because I'm also listening as well as looking.
Amber, Gale, have you all reconsidered perhaps dating? You'd have some very muscular...
No. We've got a job to do. We've got a job to do. Keep your personal lives outside of work.
Damn, you're cold, Amber.
It wouldn't be a matter of personal, after all. God did say be fruitful and multiply. Both of you have very nice cheekbones. And we could use some good human stock against these monsters. Who's going to take care of the next generation? We can only fight so long.
I'll think about that once I might think about it once I'm done with the mission.
Maybe we keep the eugenics talk down to a minimum there, Elena.
Not eugenics. Human connection. I think that may be our only saving grace at the end of the day.
Seems like more and more of these.
Just gobsmacked listening to all this and smirking because he knows how it all starts. You start picking at each other until something pops off and then it gels into cohesive unit. But for the time being, everybody likes to give each other shit.
Heading north. We're heading north along Oklahoma. We're about to pass by where the depot was.
Have you guys ever wondered where these fucking things come from? Like there's more and more every day. Or is that just till they're getting sloppy, hiding?
I don't know if it's sloppy.
Bugs are bugs. We're calling the good ones. Only leaving the less
skilled,
the weaker ones, less pure, as they would call it.
You're not supposed to leave any behind, actually.
We can't kill them all in one swoop. They're everywhere.
The intel brief didn't exactly tell us which kind of blanks we're dealing with, so I don't know if these are the bloodsuckers or the real monsters.
No, they're not human.
Well, they're not.
Well, in actual, the thing that tripped us off, the thing that sent us here, is the night of the depot. Apparently, these licks got the balls on them to take out a SWAT unit and steal the SWAT car. That means they're smart.
Or desperate. After all, they have been here how long? This is the first time that we've been called in, 6 months? 3 months?
Well, either way, they done fucked up getting us here, because we're going to kill them.
Yes.
So
this place seemed...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry. No, go ahead.
So it's definitely the bloodsuckers. It isn't those big bastards, the hairy wolf bastards.
I see.
I've seen those things. I've seen those things pull out claws and fur and teeth, and what's even the fucking difference?
Trust me.
What's happened in Milwaukee?
When you're within 5 feet, there's a big difference between one of these bloodsuckers and one of those fucking hairy bastards.
Well, thankfully, I haven't ran into any lichen.
I don't think we really want to. We have enough problems as it is.
I mean, I would like to debunk the myth that silver hurts them.
You can debunk it all you want. I've seen it happen, brother. They hate that shit.
They do.
We're cutting across 10th, so we are actually driving right past where the depot was, so whatever burning wreckage remains, we're driving past it, and we're heading to Arizona, and then we'll turn south.
There should be a state trooper blockade around here somewhere. We should probably stop and talk to them and see if they've seen anything.
Did they destroy the church, or was it already like that?
Church? What are you talking about?
Pointing out the windows, we're passing by the depot. The church there, through the rubble.
That was the depot.
It's a deconsecrated church. The targets were using it as a financial interchange.
So they're smart, and they clearly have resources. Because Aren't they unallowed to go into churches? Even the deconsecrated ones?
Only the high ups over at the theists group can make it so the vamps can't get in there.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with Deacon here. The kind of people that would go to my church, I don't think a single one would ward off a vamp. It was 5 feet next to them, and they had the blood of Jesus and a cross made from the wood that Jesus was crucified on. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna hunt. Derek, can you hunt down the radio traffic from that traffic stop? And we'll try to zero in on it.
Of course. And Elena, it was 5 months and 30 days since the last time we were here.
It seems like forever ago.
Oh, and 6 hours.
Oh, Jesus. Derek, focus. Cop traffic.
I am focused.
Find me that state trooper roadblock.
Looking.
Where's the nearest Dunkin' Donuts?
I'm not looking for that. You can look it up yourself.
Well, if you find the Dunkin' Donuts, you'll know that within a mile, find the local police.
Very funny.
But very true. It's cheap, easy energy, and they usually get a discount.
Look, Ramirez, I appreciate your sense of humor, but the locals are not going to. So I'd rather not have to break up any fights between you and the Stadies tonight, if you could please.
It wouldn't be a fight.
Yeah, Ramirez is definitely grounded. She stays in the truck. Roth, you handle all that people crap.
Do I need a rolling thing?
I just
Finding the thing?
understand why they allowed them to dig in to make all of their people that they're supposed to be protecting useless sheep.
Probably money.
Which makes them just as bad as the things that we are hunting.
Ramirez,
Okay.
remember the cops are working under a different set of orders than we are.
I'm
They're
gonna have you roll awareness and wits for me, Dobson, to pinpoint the state trooper setup.
Awareness plus wits?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it takes you like another maybe 10, 15 minutes, but eventually you hear chatter between the local states and the beat cops about a suspicious car that they've stopped. And it gives you an address as to where they are, and it's literally like right around the corner from where we have pulled over. So we're gonna head that way.
Deacon throws it back into gear and takes Dobson's directions and heads towards it.
Alright, as we get around the corner, you pull up and you see there are two current state trooper vehicles pulled over to the side. There is a barrier placed across the road that is easily moved out of the way to allow the cars past, and there is a line of cars not too long, but they are held up. One of them has the window down currently, and the state trooper is very much at attention, staring into the car and speaking with a slightly raised voice towards the person in the vehicle.
Starts looping on gloves.
I didn't ask you that, man. I asked you to get out of the car now. I don't want to have to search you the rough way. but you're under suspicion and you're acting a little strange, get out of the car.
Deacon's gonna pull the truck over next to state trooper car. Okay, I'm deploying out.
I'll head with you. I'll head with you.
The truck isn't going anywhere without the driver. Unsnaps her holster, slips on a leather jacket to obfuscate whether she's actually dressed in a uniform, and eases perpendicular to where Deacon is moving as to form up a kill box, unfortunately.
Trooper looks up and sees all the heavy artillery you're getting out. Hey, who are you guys? What are you doing on my scene?
You're a chop, asshole.
What was that?
Corporal Smith, SASH. This is my team. My commander's in the truck. We're just here to support you guys and what you're doing.
Okay, nobody said anything to me, but I guess if you guys are here to help. Turns back to the guy. Are you gonna get out or what? Am I gonna have to yank you out of there? And now you can see that there is a about 20-something-year-old looking young guy, maybe Hispanic descent, a little scared looking actually, and he has inched himself slightly away from the window, but his hands are on the wheel so that they're in clear view, and he is shaking his head and speaking in a very thick stream of Spanish that basically amounts to no, I did nothing wrong, I am not getting out, you're going to kill me if I get out.
Hey Roth, you want to take this one?
Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so she goes up and says, "Sir, we don't want to hurt you. We're just trying to see what's happening. If you would cooperate and come out of the car, we won't hurt you."
No es verdad, la policía, no es verdad.
Shit.
Move to the passenger door. Stealthily.
As Elena gets towards the passenger door, they see that there is a very pregnant woman on the other side and a small toddler draped across the back seat, knocked out. She is sleeping through all of the hubbub and hullabaloo. The woman looks, again, also slightly scared, and she's clutching at her belly and the crucifix around her neck, praying silently, and catches eyes with Elena.
Move around to the back of the car. See if there's anything in the trunk space of the vehicle that I can see. As I make my way around toward Roth. If these guys were monsters, if there was a monster in here, it'd be in the trunk. These guys are human. Look at the woman praying.
Well, how much stuff can
Hold on, let me get a pool together for you in case you...
while that's happening, Ruth is trying to get the situation calmed with the person in front and says, Okay. I'll put down my weapon if you come out of the car.
Right.
As she puts down her guns, like, please, let's not make this go on the. Let's not get on the news today.
Well, hey, Deacon.
Yep.
I think maybe we should get on the news. This guy's being a jackass. These are just regular, good old-fashioned, perhaps illegal immigrants. There's nothing even remotely monstrous about them.
We don't hurt women and children here.
Yeah, but only when we have to.
Let me talk to this jackass's CO. You guys make sure the cop doesn't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my job. I'm the one who does stupid shit around here.
Speaking of Gal, that guy's clearly a Protestant.
I didn't take too kindly to Cattle Brain, but you might let those freaking namby-pamby Protestant fucks.
Just remember, our job's only to kill the vampires. Keep human casualties to a minimum.
I'm always surprised. Go ahead.
No, it's that.
Did you want to do your search, Elena, or did you just want to let him go?
Well, I mean, if we
should search, but we shouldn't pull them out of the vehicle. That's just playing into this redneck's issues. Give a man a little power and it goes to his head.
Okay, then I'm going to have you do intelligence and awareness for me to pop the trunk and take a look. In the meantime, I'm going to, the Stady is looking at you all and like, hey, this was a clean collar. What are you talking about?
At this point, Smith is looking for a sergeant or anybody of rank. I'm looking at collars and cuffs to see who's the ranking officer here.
In the other state trooper vehicle, there is a higher ranking state trooper, and he seems entirely too bored with all that is going on right now.
Oh, I'm gonna stomp right up to his window and tap on the window with my punch gloves. Ting, ting, ting.
The fuck? Who are you?
Corporal Smith, SASH Special Forces. What the hell are your guys doing annoying a poor immigrant with his pregnant wife while we're looking for dangerous fugitives?
He's doing his job.
What he's doing is gonna get on the fucking news. Have you not seen the fucking MLB riots, brotherfucker? You're about 7 seconds from getting him fired, you fired, and the whole fucking force are sued.
Not that I'll get any money.
Look, we're not just looking for whatever you spooky squad motherfuckers is looking for. We're looking for drugs.
You're looking for any Mexican or brown person that you can harass and stick with something. These people need to go because there are more important people we need to find. You guys need to focus. And this is bullshit. If you don't like it, I can get my commanding officer out of his car where he's enjoying a cup of coffee right now, and he will come angrily over here with the mayor on speed dial.
Fine, fuck, whatever, I don't fucking care. Let him go, I don't care.
At this point, I wave over to Roth and Ramirez. Hey guys, do a quick cursory, make sure they're not carrying weapons. Nobody has to get out of nothing. Just get them out of here.
There's nothing in the trunk.
Down here then.
There was indeed nothing in the trunk.
Sir, thank you for Thank you for at least stopping. You can head out now.
Bless you, thank you. And he starts his car up and very carefully, under the watchful gaze of everybody there, drives away. As that all is going up, you see about 3 cars back, somebody tried to back out of the line and cut away somewhere else. Either they're impatient and they got tired of waiting in line and figure there's another way they can go to get home, or they're up to something.
See, Sergeant, you see that car turning around and running away? That's what you need to be looking for. And I stomp away from his car.
I look at all street lights, not street lights, street cams, and following that car that just where I just sped off. Well, not sped off, but you know.
Gail, I bet you $100 you can't hit the tire.
We're not going to randomly shoot that tire until we know what's going on.
Yeah.
Everybody mount up. And Dobson, get one of those annoying flea flickers in the sky.
I got slugs. I didn't hit it.
$100.
Fuck it.
No, we're not shooting the car yet. First, figure out if it's our target. If it's one of our targets,
Everybody
then you can shoot the car.
They're running from a checkpoint.
Yeah, and we'll catch him in the car faster than we will on foot. So get in the car.
Yeah.
Drone up.
Just follow that car and get me there.
You guys are no fun.
Yeah, I know.
We'll have fun once we have probable cause.
Running from the police is probable cause to me.
Get in the car.
Not enough for our line of work.
So far, they don't look like they're running. They just look like they got tired of waiting, but then they notice that you guys are mounting up, and a little bit of speed happened.
And hop into our APC.
So, Gail, can you make that shot?
Just keep the side door open. We'll let the boss make the call. But right now we're following. Dobson, don't lose him.
Never.
So now you are chasing a 2005 gray Volvo. 2 people in the car, 1 passenger, 1 driver. It's a little hard to see them with the way the light's hitting, but they are definitely locals and they know their way around, so they are trying to get the F away from you.
When I get behind him, I light them up. I turn on every light that car has.
Come on, get up and maneuver.
Is there a speaker on the car?
For sure.
Yeah, you guys got a loud.
Yeah, I pick up that and say, pull over. Pull over. We just want to talk.
After we punch you in the mouth several times.
Ramirez.
Slam it in the front end. I'll stop the car real quick.
No, I turn it off and say, no. I turn it off after I talk so that their noise didn't get it. No, if they don't pull over, then you can do that.
Okay.
Pull over.
That maneuver is no police.
Pick up even more speed, and then you see a middle finger out of the window.
I'm gonna do something.
Run into. Roth is like, okay, run into them.
Pin his ass to the concrete.
I'm gonna remember what Deacon said to me. If I put that drone in front of the car, I'm gonna run it over. I'm gonna put it in front of the windshield. if that's possible.
Shield.
You hear Derek give a little,
oh yeah, I remember Derek.
Sly giggle.
Jameson, be ready. I'm going to pit stop them. As soon as they start to spin, take them out. Take the tire out.
All right.
Derek, for control over the Droid, I need you to roll dexterity and let's see, dexterity and
Technology.
yeah, sorry, that yeah, technology and dexterity for me. And who else is doing something? Deacon.
I'm trying to fire out the tires once it's done. Should I roll now or?
Okay.
Wait till I pit stop him.
Yeah, so Deacon, I need drive and resolve from you. I'll take a resolve.
Oh man, really? Resolve? You're just mean.
Well, you gotta, cojones, come on. Okay, Derek, I see you. All right, let me roll for them. Okay.
My APC versus their Volvo. I got money on my car.
Yeah.
It's raining now. So that's like cold.
Drones. Hallelujah, it's raining drones.
You just hear a
$2,000 of U.S. taxpayer dollar well spent.
Maybe I should have asked, were there guns on the drone?
Yeah.
This is not Call of Duty.
No. I mean, I could strap a gun to it, probably.
Well, I guess Dale's gonna try to still fire, but the pit maneuver failed.
Yeah, so what happens is you clip the back tire and they spin, but they correct themselves relatively quickly. You don't know what's going on with that driver, but they've got some skills and they manage to right themselves without losing all that much speed, but then they speed back up again.
But we also had a shot right as when they were spinning. One of them shot.
Okay, so then I'm gonna have to take that into
At the tire.
second. Yeah. As far as what the drone did, the drone is a distraction, so that I'm going to re-roll again for them to keep being able to outmaneuver.
Smashing it into the windshield, so. Taxpayers' dollars.
Commander, we are still operating under our operational purview, correct?
Correct. What are you getting at?
Start trying to be all nice and polite about it. They are escaping fugitives. Go to the storage compartment for the explosives to snatch out a flashbang and flick it at the car.
Flick it.
If that doesn't get them to stop, not much else will. Which will also mean that we are dealing with extraordinarily focused criminals.
Ben, you need another space in there.
Yeah.
Between the V and the 6.
Yeah, I realized that after the fact, I need re-roll.
Hey, you guys, do you want immersiveness with Derek?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Their rear right tire pops loudly, sending them fishtailing back and forth across the street. And as the flashbang hits, it blinds them for a second and sends them again spinning in a circle and bouncing off a light post. It's not quite enough to take the car completely out. They're still trying to get it unhooked and moved, but they are so slow you could practically skip and catch up with them.
I'm gonna
Deacon, ram them, please.
Yeah, I'm going to pin them. They're against the lamppost. I'm going to take the front end of the truck and pin them in.
Once
so
the truck stopped, I'm guessing people in the back quickly get out and prepare to stop escape.
Yes, let's get out. Let's get them.
Wait 1 second. Gale puts on his lucky aviators, because of course he has.
Deacon being the corporal, he's yelling at everyone. Everyone deployed to cover. Do not leave yourself open.
Snatch the tactical helmet with faceplate, slap that down into place, and rush out toward the driver's side of the car, which is pinned against the pole, and start punching the windshield.
I go into the other side with shotgun.
And by the way,
ready.
Derek is not as confident as the other guys. He has a helmet on, if he can.
There's helmets enough for everybody, but as you guys all swarm and kind of approach the car, what you catch is the driver having kicked out the windshield, attempting to escape through that way.
So he's coming towards me.
Is all but knocked out at the moment, but as you're looking at them, the passenger, you notice that. Actually, no, I'm not going to tell you what you notice. Whoever wants to tell me what they notice, I want you to roll awareness and intelligence for me.
Deacon is deployed behind the driver's side door because he's, follows orders and does what's smart.
Awareness and what?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Gale's going to deploy out, try to move towards the fleeing target.
Well, he hasn't gotten out yet. That's why Elena moved to the driver's side. Deacon stacked up behind the driver's door. Amber moved to the passenger with shotgun out.
Yeah.
So I guess Gale go behind with his shotgun. Aim towards any
I got that Irish luck right there.
Deacon's deployed behind the driver's side door for cover and pointing the AR at the fleeing. He can't see from where he's standing or where he's deployed. He can't really see the passenger, but he can see the driver trying to get through the windshield.
No, that makes two of us. He's trying to get out and I'm trying to get in.
Okay, so the people that have eyes on the passenger and have taken notice, you notice that for the amount of injury that this person should have, there was not a lot of blood. Either they're bleeding really slowly, or there isn't much blood to be had. So, take into account what that might just mean. You're currently attempting to flee. Target manages finally to rip themselves free of their shattered windshield and roll down the front end of the car, and they spring up like jackrabbit. You don't understand how somebody that should be hurt moves like that. They stop and take a look around to see how many of you there are, and they are going to try to run. Fuck that.
Shoot. Aiming for more body mass.
Everyone who has a line of fire is probably shooting.
It's a vamp. I would shoot for the head, or at least the knees.
We need to question and find out where their bosses are.
Okay, the knees. Wait, is there a crossbow?
I only have line of fire on the driver escaping through the windshield.
Dale's also on a fire on the driver sitting behind the car.
Well, shoot.
I got 3 Gale guys, 4. Amber just barely missed, maybe?
Yeah, the gun typically doesn't jam, but something that you did with trying to get it all set up, it's not quite working. You're going to have to rack it clear and reload it to get it to fire properly. Everybody else, though, that managed to get their shots off, take him out at the knees. Oh. Skidding across the pavement, face first, and then rolls over. And now that you have him on the ground, you can very clearly see that there are fangs in his mouth.
Okay. Wait. How come we rolling this well when we're playing humans and like whatnot, but when we're our main characters, you don't roll shit.
It's because
God hates vampires in this universe. He likes humans.
We don't have to worry about hunger or frenzy now. So that's basically
That too.
So
The universe is like the dense vamps.
I do a 3-round burst into the driver, and I'm going to assume that 7 successes is fairly good.
It almost outright almost takes them out.
I'm going to say I have target alpha. Everyone else concentrate on target beta. I'm going to restrain.
Is the drone still functional?
Smashed it into the windshield. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Just
The little
to let you know,
propeller is still spinning.
I build drones, and being hit by a car windshield at speed, yeah, that thing doesn't fucking work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm joking.
how long would it take for me to clear out my gun and reload it with at least one shell?
Real life?
Well, I'll move away for somebody else to take care of
How many
head
more?
on target on the targets and as I get my gun ready.
ST, how many blank bodies are left in the car?
One.
just one, because there was only one driver, one passenger, so the passenger is somewhat knocked out. You're not sure if they are fully a blank body or whether they might be something other, because the amount
Blanks
of
don't
damage,
pass out.
blanks don't pass out. The amount of damage that the other one took, this one should have been able to stand that much at least. So there's something up with the fact that this one isn't up and moving.
When Amber clears for line of sight, who else is at the car?
Probably me. I'd probably see that me being on a desk won't be helping anybody, so I'll probably grab a pistol and move out.
Derek, help. Go help.
Deacon.
Go help Deacon. Amber, you want to go ahead and give them a cover? This one's already out, and that means that it's proper. Once everybody leaves away from the car, stand up.
Make sure to call me.
Yep.
Call someone if that one gets up.
Stand up on the hood of the car, crouch, and take my time and aim for a headshot. Put it down permanently.
You're talking about the passenger?
Yep.
Okay. So, Smith is closing on Alpha, the driver, that we've riddled with fucking bullets, but none of them headshots so far.
Yeah, we went through live questioning.
We didn't aim for a headshot.
Aim for kneecaps.
Yeah.
You guys aim.
Well, you aimed for kneecaps, but with that 7, he has a hole blown in the middle of his sternum area, so there are holes in his guts. He didn't quite hit the heart, otherwise he'd be dead nashed, but you did a fair amount of damage.
I'm gonna close with the prone body of the driver, and totally ignore any movement movement on its part, I'm just going to bind it.
Dale will assist Deacon, trying to bind the blank body.
Same with
Up on them.
Eric.
It's gonna take. He's gonna take precaution just to make sure if this thing acts up.
Strength and brawl, please. It's hurt, but it's not going to let you just handcuff it. So strength and brawl, please.
Oh, me? Sorry.
Would you roll to assist at all? I mean,
Yeah,
Derek,
I'll take both of you roll strength and brawl, and I'll add the numbers together to see if it overcomes them easily.
I don't think so.
Don't forget about Derek.
Oh, son of a bitch. Am I allowed to spend willpower as a human? I don't remember.
Yeah, you have willpower. There should be willpower on your sheet.
Just click the little knob. Okay.
There we go.
Do I also roll strength and brawl or no?
Yeah, strength and brawl. Go for it.
Get ready, guys. You're about to be amazed with the power.
Not expecting much.
Yay!
All one dice. He succeeded. Woo!
That's a 100% success.
Yeah.
so is Derek just like pencil thin arms, I guess?
No, picture like a basketball player. They're not the biggest dudes, or like a swimmer. They're not the biggest dudes, but they got a little muscle, but they're not.
They're wiry.
Or they're wiry. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So with the amount of successes that you guys have added together, it's exactly 6, which is what you actually needed to get them pinned. I mean, they wouldn't have got away without that one, but it would have been a little harder.
We always had the option of shooting him again, so, you know, we had a backup plan.
Yes.
As soon as we have him restrained with, like, I don't know, 6 sets of zip ties or whatever, I use my throat mic and, Commander, we have one down undead. I know, funny shit. Do we want to transport or terminate on site?
SG, let me know when I can take that shot.
Is there any trees nearby?
Transport, bring them. We got the box in the back. We'll throw them in there. All right, Elena, take your shot.
Yay! The coup de grace.
Wait, are there any trees nearby?
I think it's a neighborhood, so it's a little sparse.
Well, all Derek wants to do is he likes testing things. He wants to learn. He wants to break a branch off, like, and use it as a stake to see what it does.
Not an art.
Although I would give it to someone with more strength.
That would probably be the best part of your plan.
Give it to me, I'll stab the fucker.
Well, I mean, unless it's...
All right.
Which fucker? We have one that we're supposed to detain.
Can't be too safe when you're detaining him. I'll stab him right through.
Okay, so with that 4 and them being incapacitated already, it is not all that hard. You get your headshot, and it's a clean through and through. Now there's a lot more blood than there was before. They don't even wake up. So...
Did they turn to dust?
No. What you're starting to understand, or those of you that are have been on the squad for a longer time, are starting to understand that this might just be a ghoul or a thin blood, what they call them.
Okay, let's get all the bodies in the box. Let's get the glit.
Let's get the bodies in the box. Get the I'm
How
sorry.
do you even know that song? That was before your time.
Oh my god! Wow. No, it wasn't.
Okay, let's can it with the old folk, young folk jokes. Let's get the mummy here in the box, and fuck it, let's get the other one in the box too. We'll take them both.
Wouldn't that not be a good idea, giving them a potential source of blood, even though the body is dead? We don't want to risk them getting stronger.
There's more than one box, Ramirez.
I know, but it's gonna be so fucking messy.
Well,
Yeah,
you
put
know,
them in a bag.
I tried draining its blood, of the corpse that is, before we put it in the box, so he doesn't open it up for a snatch. If he
on the
gets out of
plus
binding.
side, Dobson's the new guy, so he gets to clean up all this crap. So let's get him in the box and let's get out of here.
I did not agree to that.
All right, Double D.
You don't need to. You don't need to. We've already. You don't need to give. You don't need to. You're doing it.
Yeah, Private Dobson, you're on cleanup duty. You always are. You always will be until we get a new guy. So, you know, that's life sucks. Wear a helmet. And I start lifting the bloody mess that's just zip tied to hell and gone, and put it in box 1.
I give him the bag at least. I move back to the APC to grab the body bag for the clearly deceased. Here you go.
So wait, do you guys know if stakes work or not?
What?
Stakes, you know?
Oh, I stabbed this guy just now. I didn't really seem to change.
Yeah, but like,
He didn't burst in the dust either.
The only thing that happened when you staked the blank body is it went completely still. It stopped fighting. Even though you had him zip tied, he was still wiggling and squirming. Once the stake happened, it was like carrying a duffel bag.
Perfect.
oh wait, was that out of character? But because I know what stakes do.
No. In character.
That was kind of out of character.
Okay.
Okay, so we get the 2 blank bodies into the boxes.
Commander, are we going to leave this or are we going to purify it? Just in case. Pointing motioning toward the crash car.
Deacon
Did
looks at,
anybody bother to look through the glove compartment or any of
Amber probably.
to see?
Amber probably would on her way back.
You guys didn't know to look through.
Roth and Dobson would probably be the best ones to look through everything. Smith is is overseeing the boxing.
I was just motioning whether we're going to leave it or we're going to clean it.
I say we leave it as a story for the cops to tell. I mean, that's why we partner with them.
I mean,
Bad guys run away, run into a fence post, and get injured, but run into the night.
back home, this wouldn't even make the news, honestly. Laying a bloody body on the street.
Yeah, well, we're taking the bodies with us, so there's not going to be any bodies here. It'll be just 2 rich assholes who got in a car wreck and ran away from it.
Can we get the trunk open while Double D and Roth are going through the glove box and whatever's left inside?
Yeah. So search. This is like as much as you guys want to do. Search as much as you want, and then just let me know what's going on so that I can tell you whether there's anything or not that has been found.
Deacon's
We'll search the.
Oh, go ahead.
Roth probably would go and check the passenger glove compartment to see.
Okay, intelligence and awareness for me, please.
Okay.
Deacon, as the NCO, is just letting the privates do and the intel people do what they do. He's maintaining eyeballs on the boxes to make sure those get packed correctly, because he doesn't want those boxes popping open on our trip home.
I think Okay, whoever's checking the trunk, I want awareness and strength because you have to be able to get it open. And now that it's been a little bit smashed up, you're gonna have to work at it. Alright, Amber, so what you find is very easily the registration for the vehicle. It's listed under Jamie Jacobs, and it seems like a really cheesy name, something fake for sure, but it's all legal, it seems like. Then there is a wallet in the center console with the same name, and as you are helping pack up the deceased body, there is a wallet in that pocket with a name in it. I have to put the name to shit, so give me a second. Alex Smith is in the wallet, and they are a college student, it seems, and only recently, it seems, past their 22nd birthday. So that is who you find. The obviously fake named vampire has his age listed as 30, which is may or may not be a lie, but you don't know yet. So then you bring those items back to the vehicle, and as Elena muscles and works, it takes you a little longer than you'd like, but you pop the trunk, and in the trunk there is a cheap foam cooler.
Oh, fucking hell. Puta madre, pinche fucking. We've got potential biologic.
Check to see what's in.
Hey, DD.
There's you there.
Deacon, as Roth brings back all the paperwork, he gets out the duct tape and duct tapes the Jamie Jameson bullshit to box alpha and the Smith paperwork to box beta.
Ross can head nods. Grab the biologicals. You need to bring that back and see if there's done anything to it or if it's just regular blood.
Grab the cooler. That pisses me off. I hate the
I agree with you on that.
I smell him over here. What the hell's in that?
Before taking the cooler completely into the APC, take the lid off. Last thing you want to do is think of the APC if it's something that will be completely odoriferous.
Basically what it is basically what you thought it was going to be. It's about 10 to 15 bags of what looks like to be medical grade pouched blood, but one busted open in the scrum. So that's where you're smelling. It's very thick and very irony smelling, and it's kind of coated the bottom of the foam, but everything else is intact, and now all the other bags are, of course, are coated slightly in that busted bag, but for the rest of them, they're sealed, it seems.
Is there a hospital code on there that we can follow up on?
No, these ones oddly are not labeled. You don't know why they're not labeled, or maybe somebody took the label off, but they are not labeled.
So, putting the lid back on, making sure not to spill anything. Do we have another body bag?
We have a ton of body
You know, we keep multiple.
Compartment C.
Yeah, but we need one that we're not going to use because it's going to hold the scent better than this cooler. And everyone did double D. You need to keep an eye on the news. If there's a hospital that goes short of plasma or blood, we know why. And maybe it'll lead us back to whoever's responsible.
Okay, did we search the car completely?
We did.
Front and
Car
back?
search.
Okay. Dobson, call it into the Stadies. Give descriptions of 2 escaped fugitives. Make them... You know what? Fuck it, it's a Volvo. Make it 2 20-something affluent white guys. On the run from the corner of 11th and 11th and New Hampshire Street, and just say possibly injured, running, and escaped, and give that description to the police on their frequencies.
Got it.
Okay, let's pack up and get the hell out of here. We don't want any questions asked. We've probably gotten our picture taken about 19 times in the last 15 seconds.
That should be something Dobson can remedy, but that is up to them to do so. Meanwhile, Ross is letting
I'll do it on a second.
we are turning this puppy around and going back to headquarters with the blank bodies so that they can be processed. And in the interim, we're going to take a quick 10 minutes and be back at 10:11. Okay, my little stray cats, it is time to herd you all back into the game.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Ready.
I'm also ready.
How's a Freddy? And a Ketty.
Yes. Yes.
And a little Nettie. Sorry.
Wait, I wasn't as ready as I thought. Hold on. I'll be right back.
I think all the alcohol you've been drinking has been going into my head.
Give me what?
Well, since I just said, "Are you ready, Freddy?" Like a little Letty in a Ketty, I fucking don't know. It's late. I'm gonna make some dumb puns. Just Asuna. Oh, Asuna looks like Lois. That's great. In the second one.
Yeah.
That's my wifey. Why are they making my wifey so sad? We're waiting for Marcus, correct?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. I'm ready to go.
So Deacon, I know you know which way to go, but you want to make sure we stay on 20, right? We're not going to get on the Skyway.
Don't be such a baby. I'll just take Industrial Highway up.
Okay, the real bus time. We're back. So as we pick back up, we are back at headquarters and unloading currently, so everybody can get out and take the bodies out, take the things we found. There is a mobile headquarters, obviously in the hangar, for processing of information and fines. Obviously there's some medical tables and everything so that we can explore, I guess you can say. But yeah, so that's what we're doing currently when you guys get out. But do not wander too far because we might be called back out again. You never know.
No, it's a short tour. We only have 2. There's got to be more than that to be an epidemic to call us out.
Smith
We've only found a few.
How many people have been living in this?
They said it was a big nest. No, they're scurrying. They should be scurrying everywhere.
Smith
No
goes
calls.
back into
When they find Mother.
Smith or Deacon goes back into army mode and says, "Okay, everybody, reload, top up. Dobson, you got cleanup. Ramirez, Jameson, Roth, you have reload."
Thank God. I was
Got it, Sarge.
Of all the times it really worked, right now I had a flaming with it.
Well, all you gotta do, Dobson, is recruit another 18-year-old and we'll make him clean the truck.
I'm 22.
No.
I was the new guy before you.
Top Tick, I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Well,
We'll have someone who only knows how to shoot in a video game.
Everybody looks at Dobson.
I can shoot from the hip.
Kinda.
No, actually, I can't
go for
from it.
I think I'll go for an auto rifle this time.
Although,
Smith unfortunately has to go to NCO school right now, and he's starting to fill out paperwork. So he describes the entire situation, the chasing the Volvo, T-boning it, what each member of the team did during the capture, and then writing down all the descriptions of both Alpha and Beta. He's doing all the paperwork that an NCO is required to do.
Now, since somebody asked before we went to break, your target Beta is, I want to say about 5'8", kind of short for a guy. Blonde, dirty blonde, beach waves. Probably should get a haircut. Scruffy, Scooby-Doo, shaggy beard. He was in a wife beater and board shorts. A little bit pigeon chested, I guess you would say.
Is he object or target beta is deceased, yes?
Yes, completely.
And target alpha is blank?
Incapacitated.
Blank. Yes, he is completely still with the makeshift stake in his chest.
So
he's got businessman, short hair, not the most handsome guy. You wouldn't notice him if you just walked past him on the streets. Kind of looks like a banker in casuals with his polo shirt and his khaki shorts and his dad socks. Really not what you think of when you think Kindred. Not at all that mystical, sexy, whatever they try to pull or peddle. It's not even that. It's, like I said, he literally looks like a banker.
So
I thought it was going to be more.
Deacon assigns the two bodies. Beta for confirmation of identification, then cremation. And body alpha, he tags to be sent to Intel for careful manipulation and interrogation, with a big ass red warning note: do not remove stick until fully confined.
You think they're going to take this one to Site 24?
They'll take them somewhere. That somebody's going to get information out of Smiley here at some point. But I've been around long enough. If we get a twig in them, we leave that twig in until Intel has them carefully strapped down.
Dude, I wish I was there. I wish I could be there to help get that information out of him.
I must feel bad for the poor fuck. I've not heard good things about.
I don't.
Now they deserve every moment of it.
The intel bugs will do their job, and they'll give us our next target. That's the important part.
You know, it'd be funny if these humans had less humanity than no vampires.
That would be funny.
And
So, as you guys are going about your business of paperwork and restocking,
I'm clearing out any photos that were taken of us.
clearing out things, Ross comes back over. So, you guys did good for this little run out here. We're probably going to get back in the vehicle and go out again. Obviously, we found these two, so there's probably plenty more.
Do we want to recon the depot area again, or do you want to spread out?
We don't need to hit the depot again, but maybe somewhere close, because obviously if that was supposedly the nest and their main source of money and or food, then they would definitely be spread out from that area.
Roger that.
Got it, boss. Let's get to work.
Roth, I want you to work with Dobson. Try to figure out the command structure we're going to be dealing with from now on, because obviously we learned from the first roadblock that these guys are not organized in a way that's going to do us any really good, unless we want to arrest a bunch of pregnant women.
So it might help, because these guys ran from the roadblock. They know what we look like, even if we don't know what they look like.
They've seen us, and
they know what we look like.
Well, they know SASH are here now, so we got to be aware of that. Ramirez, work with Jameson. I want to make sure we have a loadout that can deal with bigger problems, because they might come at us in a bigger way.
Well, you
We
know,
get some.
Anywhere else?
We're gonna get some higher grade explosives.
No, I just want to make sure everybody has some higher rate of fire. I know you guys, some of you guys like the knives and close-up work, but you don't want to get close to these bastards.
Yeah,
Ross.
I'm getting it.
I'm
Yeah.
good with still reliable
Getting
here.
their
Rifle.
keys. Ross tosses Deacon their keys to the armory. I trust you, man. You know that. I'm gonna go get myself another cup of coffee. Trying not to fall asleep.
I'll get everything set up, sir. We'll pick something pretty just for you.
Literally, he has only taken about maybe 2 steps away when the lights in the whole hangar start flashing. An alarm goes off, and you hear everybody's radios light up. There is something big happening right now. Something about somebody ran from a stop and possible blinks and somebody, and then the next thing you hear is officer down, and they start spitting out locations. And everybody scrambles.
Okay, all paperwork suspended. Everybody, let's get ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, I'm still suited up in my gear.
Throw the cart of ballistic armor into the APC. Take my position on the bench and start singing. Well, humming, actually.
Anybody who's ever worked with Deacon has never seen him in a helmet, ever. But he grabs a helmet, puts it on a post near the stick shift.
You getting serious about this?
I've only seen this kind of order once before. Everybody wears a helmet getting out of the truck from now on.
You don't have to tell me twice.
He looks around like, do you not see what's going on? This is something big. Somebody shot at some of those Theus guys, and now they're calling us out to wreck shit.
Wait, are we already caught up? Oh, sorry.
Okay, Ramirez, I want you shotgun. Sorry, sir, but I need you in the back of the truck.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Stretches, hops, climbs through, and settles in. Checks the line of fire, line of sight, make sure that they're loaded for bear. Safety's off.
Safety's off. Let's get going.
Okay, so we look. Commander Ross, what is the hottest address right now?
Some place not been before. It's on the corner of. It's called the Farmers Market. That's a stupid name, honestly. I don't know what the fuck it means. But apparently, it's a local place that people like to hang out or something like that. And right around there in the parking lot, they're having a problem. So that's where we're sort of headed.
Okay, I've got directions going there. We're going to be heading south on 65 on the Cloverleaf and then jumping off, getting into that neighborhood. Shut up, Dobson.
How much distance do you think we'll meet there?
I want everybody loading something that fires automatic in their hands when we arrive.
Don't have to
Wait,
ask
does that mean I'm getting out of the truck?
Oh, we'll be getting out of the truck, but I want to make sure we can lay down fire when we get there. I'm going to get into the neighborhood north. So we're going to jump off of 94 onto Central and use Clay to get into that neighborhood.
Well, we know stakes incapacitate people. Or I mean, vamps.
Yeah, but you got to get in
You gotta
real
first get close enough to do it first.
Yeah.
One shot to the face works just as well, and it's
If
a
we
lot cheaper.
incapacitate them first,
Shoot
like,
'em.
I'm sorry, if we shoot them enough where they're like basically down on the ground, then stake them. We can probably
Exactly.
capture some more vamps.
So,
Look, what is this time a kill on sight? We're not taking any bodies this time.
okay.
Got it.
So we're going to go to Columbus Park and head over and see how close we can get. Dobson, stay on the radio. Redirect as we need. Roth,
I'm always on the radio.
Yeah.
Roth, stay on the channel with any local law enforcement.
Got it.
And Elena and Gail, just be ready to jump out and run. I need you guys as cover fire while the rest of us deploy.
And as we get rolling, we notice that the other APC is directly in front, and they are headed in the same direction. This is a all hands on deck situation. Apparently something bad enough happened that they are calling out everybody. So they are in front of us, and we're following up. Sorry, in their direction. Sorry.
Wait, that's the Supermax. Hey, Double D, can you navigate us wide so we catch the bad guys on the other side?
Sorry, I was not expecting that. Oh.
We can take
Sorry,
65 south down to 35th. That'll get us south of the problem.
Yeah, wouldn't we have them flushes towards us? And then we can sweep them up.
Yeah, we want to cut them off both ways.
Okay, so tell me north or south. I've got Farmer's Market on my GPS. Just tell me which side I want to land on.
We're gonna go south.
South. Okay, I'm taking 65 down to 35th Avenue.
Got it.
And the
I'll
APC
coordinate
fucking
it.
grips the sidewalk as he puts down the hammer in fourth gear and four-wheel drive. And the torque just fucking throws everybody back into their seats. We're gonna head down Airport Road to 4th Avenue, grab the 90 to the 65, and the 65 to 35th.
Pull it up there, Deacon. We're not driving a fucking hearse. We're living beings back here.
Hey, seatbelts aren't just a suggestion, bastards. And privates
there
are
seatbelts?
expendable. Yeah, you big baby, work it out. So we're taking 65th past the two reservoirs, the Deep Outdoor River and the one next to Roser Park. And then we hit 35th Avenue and jump off 65. Heading towards Farmers... What the fuck is it? Farmers Market? What the fuck?
Hey, maybe they're selling some
don't
food.
know.
Or wait, what if they're selling blood?
More importantly, what if they're selling asparagus, man? Farmers Market?
It would be a pretty ironic name
Yeah.
if they sold human parts.
Well, that would make sense. It is a vampire hideout, right?
We don't know shit yet. Farmers Market? That's the
We don't
most
know that.
millennial name I've ever heard of anything ever.
And Depot is even better.
Okay, the depot was pretty much a stupid name too, but
Depot kind of sounds like some sort of secret club you have to get invited into. This sounds like some new age restaurant that sells freaking vegetarian burgers and chai latte.
hey Dobson, get on.
What would a vegan vampire be?
Feed on animals. What was that, Smith?
Dobson, get online and check out this farmer's market bullshit. I'm seeing
Alrighty.
4 different entryways. We can come up on 33rd and cut through the trees to get to it. We can use the river, we can use the road. There's a bunch of ways to get at this place.
I would say the river.
Looks like the locals have already beat us here. Look, there's already fairy lights there.
Yeah, it looks like the river's a no-go. They got that blocked off.
Okay, Roth, do your really happy local integration thing and try to keep them calm. I'm going to come up underneath 33rd and we can walk north.
You want me to keep everyone calm? Got it. Please.
It's
Sam.
about 100 yards through trees off the 33rd to get to this place.
So you said you want Roth to essentially just keep the standbys calm?
Keep the Leos calm. The ones on the river, keep them calm and in place.
You want me out? You want me to go and do... Okay, you want me off to do that? Out of character. You want me off to do that?
No, you can do it on the radio.
Okay. Please stand by. We're coming in to deal with the threat. Deal with the issues. Please stand by and wait for our say so.
Who the fuck is this and why are you on our radio?
We were called in to help deal with this problem. We're better suited to this situation than you.
Oh, so says you. Well, I don't like any government stepping on my toes. We've got this handled, okay?
Please stand by unless you want to be... We're on orders. We're on high orders. If you get in, you might get caught in a crossfire.
Sounds like friendly fire ain't so friendly.
We would like to keep that to a minimum, so please so for at least the moment now, could you please hold off a little bit so that we can go in and see if there's any, and at least see what kind of weaponry our enemies have holding on to, so that we're not running in blind. You're not running in blind?
So far, it doesn't look like they only got one person with a gun. I don't know much about anything else. There's one officer down on the ground who's probably dead. We haven't been able to get close enough yet, so we're gonna need backup, obviously, if you guys say that that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Once we got the fire, once the firing has commenced a bit, please come in to help deal with the problem.
Roth, just keep them off the Liverpool Road Bridge. Make sure they block that shit off.
Also, please make sure that the Liverpool Bridge is heavily secured. If not, we don't want these guys getting away. They took down an officer unprovoked. These guys need to be taken into custody.
Of the grave.
You got it.
Gonna be experimenting with the quacks.
James,
Honestly, a worse 8.
So, as you guys get closer to the neighborhood, obviously you can see that the bridge is blocked off. There are multiple flavors of cop car on the bridge, flashing lights. There seems to be a foot chase running from one building across. Somebody's on their radio calling for backup, and you see the other APC pulling into the neighborhood across the river.
Hey, Amber, can you have them sweep them towards us?
The other group.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
if they're there, that means the bad guys are between here and there.
What would I call them? Out of character.
ABC Beta.
Yeah.
ABC Beta, please lead the enemy, the targets towards us. We would like to box them in. Repeat, please bring the target. Please lead the target to the other side, towards the river. We would like to box them in. Over.
Roger, you got that, APC Alpha.
Go.
You know, I'm a
Okay,
little
so we
jealous.
get to the end of 33rd Avenue, and that's when we see the trestle bridge that's not on Google Maps, and all the bad guys being chased across it.
Yeah, you see multiple figures running across the trestle bridge in pursuit by one specific officer of undetermined origin. He doesn't look like a local or a statey. He looks like he might just be one of the hunters or theists, but he's definitely not one of the SASH agents. So they are just about partway across the bridge, and then you see one of the people being chased stop, turn, and strange things start happening.
Everybody deploy to cover. We're going to this old trestle bridge.
Snatch the helmet down, slap the faceplate in place. Grab the side.
There you go.
There's the AR. The side gets slung over her back. The AR locked into firing position as they begin to clear the area.
Ross still prepared, hanging in the back, towards the back to relay comms and communications. If
Out you go, Ross. Go get some. I'll do the keeping in contact thing.
Got it, sir.
Dale will follow behind Alina with his AA-12 cocked and ready to go.
Really? You're going AA-12? Nice. It's a good weapon.
Draw size. I'm getting too old for this shit. So you all fan out? Are you heading
No.
for the trees?
No, I'll take point. I know that Gale is behind on the right, so we'll sweep that way, leaving a path for Deacon to lead the other team, the other portion of our team forward so that we can pincer whoever's there or whatever's there.
Jika takes up a rear position, Overwatch on his AR-15, and approaches the bridge straight on, as opposed to flanking, which is what Elena and those guys are doing.
So just before you completely can step onto the bridge, you watch in a little bit of a confusion and maybe a little bit of a horror as a large black globular leech looking creature takes the officer that was pursuing them across the bridge off the bridge and into the water.
Is this? Wait, is it out of character? This isn't our. This is definitely not our group. Is it? I can't remember. I don't remember this happening.
That would be Joshua taking the one guy.
Oh, I see.
There you go. At this point in the other storyline, Leonti, Marcus, and Mason are in the neighborhood. And Joshua had turned back and grabbed one of the pursuers.
Got it.
So as they go over the side, there is no way to snatch or grab for either one of them going over. You just have to let them go. Gravity takes them, they hit the water, and under they go. You see a little bit of bubbling and flame. So something's going on, but you really don't have time to focus on that because you have a mission and you need to get the rest of the unsubs that have gotten away.
Proceed forward in cover fire formation. Ramirez's team first, my team second. Go.
Got it.
Heading out across the bridge, sweeping wide to clear a hole. Pushing forward into the neighborhood. There's gunfire and God knows what other chaos happening. The monster behind us, I was very tempted to drop a grenade into the water, but there's a good chance that won't do it any good. The water will dampen the effect.
And just as you guys get to the neighborhood and see the other APC, everybody else is leaping out of it. The other squad Beta, is moving out and fanning and getting into position. They're hunting for what you assume are the people that got away or the creatures that got away. They're giving orders and getting you guys up to date on where things are. Apparently one is missing. They don't know where it is. Another one they suspect has gone into this shack and they could use your help creating a kill box. Then they also need another set of you guys to sweep down the neighborhood to make sure that nothing escapes the neighborhood.
I say we go into the shack and assist our fellow squad mates of Beta.
Yeah, that may be, but did you see how they're outfitted? They have the new tactical armor.
Jameson, Ramirez, support the kill box.
Better to use them as bullet shields.
Just stay back from behind Beta Team. Beta Team is a heavy. So let them take the rounds, but be in support. Roth, Dobson, let's take the rest of the neighborhood and see if we can find what everybody else is looking for.
We're using incendiary or no? There's these normal rounds.
Normal rounds, body mass. We want captives.
I thought it was kill on
Kill.
sight.
Yeah.
These are low level. These guys are hiding. So these are not the ones we want to kill. These are the ones we want to question. Just like
Because they're low level?
low level guys always know high level guys. That's the one thing that's true with the mob. It's also true with the vampires. These licks, they're always upstream.
Yeah. Are we gonna go check house to house for that one that's missing?
We'll do that once Jameson, Ramirez, and Beta Squad clear that one house. Dobson and Roth, I want you with me just to make sure that we are looking everywhere else while those guys are pumping lead.
Alright, so as you are moving down the block and the other team has now surrounded the shack, just as everybody's raising their weapons to fire, the back of the shack explodes and knocks down a good 4 of your number as a being with another being wrapped across their shoulder takes off running, and they are so fast it's not even funny. You can't really even track how quickly they're moving, and even though some turn to fire to keep up, nothing hits and they keep running. Just as you're getting yourself squared away and about to stand, the APC that the other squad came in goes up like a nuclear bomb, and the percussive blast levels everybody onto their ass.
Holy fucking shit.
What happened? Who did that?
Everybody call
Never
in.
mind.
Ramirez, Dobson, Jameson,
Seeing as
I'm living.
everybody good?
yeah,
Okay.
I think that was our guys, though. I heard a gunshot, then an explosion.
You look back at the wreck of the APC and you know the driver of the APC who hadn't quite gotten out, kind of like Ross tends to do, stays behind, is no more. He is as dead could be. If there were any chance at all for him to still be alive, yeah, no, it's not happening. The homes closest to the explosion are pretty much destroyed. There's glass everywhere. It looks like war-torn Serbia or something similar. The people that didn't get injured falling are getting up and they're trying to gather themselves, and just as that happens, you watch as what is probably one of the people that you were chasing opens fire and then takes off running.
Everyone track target Gamma. Let the Beta group handle what the hell is going on here. Everybody else chase Gamma.
Got it.
Aye.
Jameson, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, get in line. Commander Ross, we have APC Beta is down. Commander of Beta is down. Multiple injuries. Civilian at the corner of Park and Willow. This is going to take a serious cover-up.
Got it. I need a stamina survival for anybody that was on the building because of the explosion. So I want to make sure that you didn't get leveled, basically. And then Ross comes back with it. On it, radioing in, we'll get back up.
Team Beta is hurt. Our team looks to be in good shape. We have escaping bad guy headed towards the north, and one blank down. I will head towards Beta and see if I can, I will head towards APC Beta and see if there's anything survivable there.
So I'm looking at Ramirez's roll. They are actually kind of hurt. She's not knocked out, but she's pretty badly hurt. Got some cuts and bruises. Might not be able to chase down anybody right now.
I can walk. There is no running.
Okay.
Wait, what were we supposed to roll?
Hold on, let me look again.
Sorry.
It was stamina and something else, right?
Survive.
Stamina or survival.
Yeah. Deacon takes it like a man.
Ooh.
Dale shrugs it off too.
Dobson is hurt. Dobson is like on his face, eating grass.
Oh, Jesus.
Should have stayed in the car.
Roll. What are we rolling for again?
If you were in the vicinity of the explosion that happened with the APC, I needed to know whether you got hurt by the explosion as well. If you weren't near the building, then you're fine.
I wouldn't think.
Yeah, no, I think you were in the other group.
Wait, I was with Smith, so do I roll?
Yeah, you're near the APC. We're near the
Okay.
meth lab. So, Ralph Madeir, you would need to roll as well.
Ramirez and Jameson were with the kill box. Me, Dobson, and Roth were near APC.
Yeah, like I
Okay,
said,
so
the
roll.
APC went up pretty badly.
And
so
what do I roll?
Survival and
Stamina.
too many
Okay,
S's.
got it.
Sweet Jesus, man.
Double D jinxed us.
No shit.
Roth is also out of commission, not dead, breathing still, pretty banged up, couple contusions probably, so they can just kind of sit up. Gail got a little glass, but pretty much whole. Deacon also, caught a little shredding across his uniform where there was anything to shred. But yeah, he's pretty much whole.
Pull back. Get the hell out. Consolidate. Anybody down and still communicative? Let us know. Everyone else,
Do we have to
we'll
communicate?
find you. What? Just get back to Cell Line and Railroad if you can. If you can't, call out.
Ross is hearing all of this. Ramirez, stop being such a smartass.
Who's got any kind of medical skill? I just got asked that at this point. Out of character. Who's got medicine?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh, shit. I think Ben set us up.
Ross is the only one with medicine.
And he stationed the car?
Yeah, because you wouldn't want him to get hurt.
Everyone pull back across a bridge. Grab a partner and get them there.
All right, come here, Alina. I'll help you walk.
I grab Roth.
Walking is fine. Running's not possible.
I grab Roth because Roth got pretty fucked up, as I recall.
Who's gonna grab Dobson?
Who's got double D?
If I'm walking, I'll walk over to Dobson. You sure you're fine?
Yeah. Nothing I haven't had done before. When I get to the trestle bridge, I do remove a grenade because that globular worm-like entity is a chance that it's still there. And last thing we need is to be ambushed.
So you toss a grenade in the river?
No, but keep it ready, pinned to the ready till everybody clears the bridge. Area effect, because I don't think we would be able to match up in a stand-up gunfight just yet. Too many injured.
So we pull back across a bridge on the farmer's market side.
And as you're grouping up and checking each other out and making sure that you have everybody, you notice that nobody has come to grab the young theist member that was shot and is still laying in the grass. There are tracks from and to the farmer's market. It looks like a herd of elephants went through. The grass is all trampled down backwards and forwards. The cops that were on the bridge are still on the bridge, but they are all suspiciously ducked down, having heard the explosion and their radios going off. You hear Ross let you know that there is backup inbound for those on the other side of the river, but he wants you to return to the APC because he wants to get you back to the hangar and get you all patched up. It's not worth it. They will find these sons of bitches another time.
Okay, so APC Beta blew up with its commander aboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and we're pulling back. I'm gonna grab the injured officer. Are they a theist or are they an LEO?
They are a theist hunter, but they also still kind of wear uniforms, just not as heavily armored as SASH agents would be. So that's who's laying there. They're kind of all American looking.
I grab him by his collar and drag him back to the APC.
Ross is waiting. He has a med kit and steps out, looks around, ushers you all in and starts administering first aid to those who need it most. You stow the body in a body bag.
Everybody get back in. We're headed home. We got our asses kicked, but the LEOs are bringing in reinforcements.
Why? Hey, Top Kick.
What up?
We came back across the bridge. Was there anybody else ahead of us?
Coming back across the bridge? No, I didn't see anybody. Unless you saw somebody. We need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we do, but I was watching the river, but there was nobody that crossed ahead of me. But it was drawn to our attention that there's movement back and forth across the field where this gentleman fell. And if no one came back across before us, how was there back and forth movement?
I think that's gonna have to be somebody else's problem. We got 4 injured aboard the APC, and we need to get them back to base. We'll radio in, let the LEOs and anybody else who's coming in, but APC Beta got blown the fuck up. So those guys are walking on.
That also makes us
I
the
thought Vance was
officers.
supposed to be afraid of fire.
They're supposed to be afraid of fire, but they're not afraid of bombs. We need to go.
Aren't they afraid of water too?
No.
Oh,
That's
Only-
bullshit.
The running water thing, not so much. The fire thing, very much a thing.
Hey, Top Kick.
Yo,
If Beta's gone, that makes us the top dogs.
it makes us the top dogs, but we're all fucking injured.
Yeah.
I mean, a few stimulants we might be good.
That's kind of what we signed on for.
Ramirez, always with the silver lining.
Yeah, exactly. We signed on to be injured, not to be dead. If Beta's down, the first thing to remember is that the licks will always try to hide after all the shit clears. So we need to get out of here and get our injured
Of all those
to hospital.
explosions, one might be down of the licks of things.
Okay.
We got
Look,
one member of Beta down to the point where he can't move. We got our own team down to about 50%. We need to get the hell out. Because if we try to go against licks in the condition we're in, we're going to get our asses kicked.
we'll send somebody back to check out this whole thing that you pointed out, Ramirez. But for now, Deacon's right. We need to get back to base and regroup. I don't know what happened, but they blew some shit up and it's a mess right now. So we need to get back to home base.
They've never blown up one of our APCs, and they've certainly never taken out one of our commanders, and they just did all of those things and injured a bunch of us. So we need to get the
So maybe those guys weren't small fries, like you said.
This is definitely not what we signed up for. We need to get the hell out.
So I assume that the APC starts moving.
I'm gonna head
instead of Deacon
towards.
driving.
I'm gonna head towards Theist Site 33, which is the Ridge Oaks. The Ridge Oaks group, because it's closer than the airport, so we can
I guess it's to
unload
drop off the
our
body.
wounded.
Alright, so we're gonna fast forward it quick to not have to play out each little tiny thing of turning here and there, and we get you to Ridge Oaks. They are on high alert when you get there, but they are happy to see somebody made it back and welcome you in. They're suitably impressed with you somewhat because SASH is the big bad, even so, more so than Theus. I mean, they think they're pretty tough too, but you guys are, the badasses of the badass. So when
We're the
you
gun
show
arm.
up, yeah, they're kind of the sorcerers. You guys are the gun arms. So when you come in, it's like a little bit of hero worship, maybe. But yeah, they let you in and they take their body and they thank you for retrieving him. And then offer you help to get patched up. Of course, there are lots of questions as to what exactly all the hell happened. I'm sure you quickly catch them up to date, and there's much
I recite it word for word.
anger,
Photo memory and all.
Deacon is pretty straightforward with a incident report where we chased subjects Alpha, Beta, and Gamma across the bridge, and then Beta APC got attacked and destroyed along with its commander. We retrieved one LEO, one theist, and dragged them back. We need medical assistance, and our commander is Commander Ross. And at that point, he steps back. Once he announced who the commander is, he steps back and lets Ross handle the paperwork.
And Ross is quite happy to handle the paperwork, seeing as how he did not get shot at or blown up. So Ross takes over the paperwork and makes sure that you guys were all put in for notice as to bravery and all that such fun things. And this is probably the perfect place to stop for the evening. So what happens to this squad of plucky young SASH members? Only time will tell. Maybe we'll run into you again, or maybe we'll get to play them again. But for now, thank you all for being patient with me and letting me indulge myself in storytelling for the evening. And thank you, and have a good rest of your evening.
Thanks so much. Good night.
This was fun.